Hi, it's Greg from Curry Country Living. In this episode, we're going to be talking to my son-in-law, Devin, about a 73 Mustang project that he's got on the go. And he's going to talk a little bit about what he has and what's involved and what he hopes to do with it. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Devin would love to hear from you. And yeah, he's possibly looking for some parts and some different ideas on this vehicle. So leave some comments in the comment section below and have a look. What the hell do we have here, Devin?
We have a 1973 Ford Mustang.
And where did you? What's the story behind it? Where did you pick it up?
This car came out of Verdun. I originally have my dad's very first car. It's a 71 Mustang, but it's a fastback. But it's a little too far gone. It's a little rusty. But this is the donor car, which I'm gonna end up cutting the roof off and turn it into a fastback.
So, why a 73 Mustang? Why?
Dad's very first car was this 71 Mustang, and the original plan was to fix it, but since it's too far gone, I want to kind of keep the dream alive of rebuilding my dad's very first car. And I've always been a Mustang guy, so I'm gonna use this one to start.
So right now I'm looking at it, and I'll go around and we'll take some pictures for it. But right now you don't have any motor in it.
Nope.
No radiator. There's no transmission. Nothing.
I have a transmission. It's an FMX. It looks like it's been rebuilt. I won't know until later. But I do have a motor coming for it. I got a 351 Windsor. The original motor out of this car was a 351 Cleveland. I'd love to have a Cleveland, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, and then you're gonna take the roof off. You were telling me?
Yeah. So this car is a coupe. They didn't make very many of these, and these cars weren't really considered to be collector's items. Nobody really wanted to keep them. Everybody wants their 60s to 69, 70 Ford Mustangs. These were the big horse Mustangs. They're a 3-year only car. 73 was a year of its own too. So I'm going to end up cutting the roof and all the inner structure about here. Fastbacks, the back window has more of a slope and a way smaller trunk. The trunk's about to here. So basically from here up is going to be gone on this car.
And right now it looks like you've been working on the floor paneling.
Yes, before I can even think about cutting the roof off it, I have to get the floor strengthened up again, so I bought new floor pans for it. Can't buy rear pans for them, so we have to make them.
What are you making them out of? Just sheet metal?
Yeah, sheet metal.
But how do you get all that groove?
Well, this is a new pan.
Okay.
Like I can get that, but back here, that's a pan I had to build to make it. I only have one frame rail, just like 6-inch section that needs to be rebuilt, I guess. But.
And then what do you do for like the seats and stuff? Do you have the seats and stuff here?
That whole area is a bunch of parts I got about a year ago when my original plan was to fix Dad's car. Then I kind of gave up on it for about 6 months because I had no car to work on. And I ended up buying probably 3 cars worth of interiors, seats. That black and silver seat there, that's out of a Mach 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff will fit in here?
That's the plan, yep. So, yeah.
And then what, talk about the front end here again a little bit. Like what is, like you have it, actually you do have a transmission in there right now, I see, but.
Yeah.
But that'll be coming out.
That's got to come out for paint. This whole engine bay needs to be blasted and painted. There's some rust issues in here, but again, not as bad as my other car was, so. Something to start with. They're old cars now.
Yeah. Well, 73, I'm trying to do the math real quick. 27, 37, 47, 50 years.
It's 50 years.
It's 50 years this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-year-old car.
Yeah.
They can't be perfect.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah.
So what else can you tell me about it? The suspension, anything different with the suspension? Anything different with...
Really not a whole bunch different. The fastbacks had a little bit better suspension. Eventually, that comes with time. I'll put all new suspension in it. Stuff like that. Basically, right now, I'm just trying to get a car to work on. I need some strength in it before I can start doing much to it.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too invested in it right off the bat and not have any money to keep putting panels on it. So yeah, this is the hood off of the green car, and then that hood with the scoops in it, that's off of Mach 1.
Okay.
That's what Dad's car had on it, was these scoops. This hood was a treasure to find, because once I stripped all the paint off, somebody patched it aggressively. So that hood I'm holding on to for now, but most likely won't end up using it because of all the holes somebody tried fixing. They didn't do a proper job.
So you'll use this hood here? Or?
For now, until I can find a better mock hood for it. But that is the goal. This is the good one for now.
So what's the cost of some of this stuff? Does it range quite a bit, or?
Oh yeah, like that hood should be about $1,000 hood. But my quarter panels, they were $100 a piece. So not too bad.
No.
Door skin, well, doors themselves, they're $1,000 plus shipping. So they don't fit as good either. You try to use as much original steel as you can, because everything fits properly. Anything aftermarket for sheet metal, you're twisting and bending and adding metal.
A lot of work.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Like what?
Background, I've done it all my life, I guess. Dad had a shop back home, or has a shop still, and I grew up in it. So,
what's your favorite thing to work on?
Well, now this, I guess. This would be my favorite, but I've always rebuilt cars my entire life. So.
Well, and there's a question, like how long? Okay, so how long have you been doing this? When did you get the car in the garage here?
The car came in end of October, and with kids, it's hard to work on it. So every couple hours spent on it, I consider it a win.
Yeah. Any timeline? Like when would you like that?
Motor's going in the spring. I need the whole motor engine bay painted. And then I want the whole car in primer by the fall. So we'll see what happens.
And then you would take it out to your dad's to paint, or to your shop?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
And the electronics and stuff on them, they'll be all straightforward, eh?
Yeah, there's nothing really to it. Since this car wasn't an air conditioning car, I don't have any vacuum lines, or hardly any.
Would they have had air conditioning in 73 on this?
Yeah, that was an option. It would have came in through here, but this car didn't have it. Dad's did, but
yeah.
Do you really want the original air conditioning? Not really.
So again, tell me. Okay, so how did you find this car?
I put an ad up looking for a better car than what I have. Just even something I could start with. And guy texted me randomly one day, and yeah.
And it came out of where?
Verdun, this car.
And did he have history on it? Was it his car? Or
It was his car, yeah. He wasn't an original owner, but the car had been hanging around Verdun for quite a while apparently. So yeah, it just was sitting in a field.
And what do you have to pay for something like this? Like, is it?
I paid $500 for it.
$500?
Yeah. And I took a gamble. I didn't even go look at it. I got him to lift it up for me and send some pictures. And for the price, you can't go wrong.
No.
So
you were happy with the $500?
$500, I'm happy. It's a way more solid car than my other ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Make 1 out of 2.
Right on. The last time that we took a look at this was the 26th of December.
Yep.
And today is January the
21st.
It's the 21st. So 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So about 3 weeks ago was the last time that we looked.
Yeah.
And Devin, what have you done in 3 weeks?
Hardly anything.
No? Well, you got the windshield and stuff out, I think you told me.
There's a couple things out of it right now, but...
And right, so right now, you've got the windshield out.
Yep, windshield's out, got the dash out, tried to deal with as much wiring and duct work as I could.
And what about the windshield? Where are you going to get the windshield from?
I've already got a windshield sitting at Glass Place here in Brandon.
And do you have to special order those, or?
Actually, there was one sitting in Regina.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a brand new one, which is nice.
And ballpark, what's a windshield worth?
This one's $300.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. No, but it's just trying to find the back glass for it, for a fastback is...
So the back glass is going to be, that's going to be a little bit of an issue?
Damn near impossible, yeah. So this one is for a coupe, and this whole roof's coming off, right? So
Ah.
so that glass is going to be sold, but the one I need is for a fastback.
So will this glass be worth anything to sell?
We'll find out,
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're looking at the floorboards here. What's going on with the floorboards?
Yeah, the floor was basically gone in this car. So was the seat perches and everything. Since this is a unibody car too, I have to deal with a little bit of there's not a full frame underneath it. So these are the frame rails, I guess. They're basically just structure points, but I have to address some of those points in the car.
And then it looks like you've got the paneling on the other side.
Yeah, the other sides, I would say that's about 90% done. I still got a little bit more to deal with, but
okay.
Yeah.
So this is January the 21st. You're working on the floorboards. You got the windshield you wouldn't put in until...
No, because I'm cutting this roof off. Either here is a factory point and try and utilize the other one the same way, or else I'll be staggering my cuts and my inners and everything along this post. I just got to do some measuring first because I think the angle of the A-pillar is a little different on a fastback.
Okay.
Yeah.
So until then, you're just going to focus on the floorboards and...
I need to deal with the floor. Yeah. So this is my new floor, I guess. Just primed it the other day.
Black on the...
Yeah. This one took me about 3 months to get. It was on back order that long, but...
And are they specially made, or those aren't?
No, nobody's fixing these cars, so they're just a little harder to find some parts for.
Right.
Yeah, for some reason the driver's pan, I had to order out of Kentucky to get it.
And you find a lot of your stuff on YouTube?
No, a lot of stuff I can get through work, through parts wise, but some parts that just aren't available in Canada right now. No.
Maybe tell people who you work for, just so this isn't just a random, you're not just doing this. You have a background in all of it.
Yeah, I guess I do have. I'm a Red Seal body technician, I guess. So work at Central Auto Body here in Brandon, and started out with my dad, Dennis Henderson. So yeah.
Well, I'm just going to take a walk around it because I think I did that the last time as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah, not a whole bunch changed this way.
No. So this has only been 3 weeks, but you're thinking this is not gonna this is gonna take you a while. You don't plan on you don't have a real.
With kids and life, it kind of
it
all takes priority, and this isn't something you sell once you're done. So the plan is to get it running. I need the engine bay done and dealt with, painted, and it needs to be running by the spring.
By this spring?
This spring, summer, yeah.
Oh, wow. So there will be some...
I got to spend some nights in here, but... yeah. But it would be nice to have the roof dealt with by next fall.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll just do the end of it and say this is the end of the video for now for this episode, because we were here December the 26th.
Yeah.
And today's January the 21st, so we'll keep checking back and seeing how Devin's making out with this 1971.
This is a 73.
73, but your dad's was a 71?
Dad's is a 71, yeah.
Mustang. Till next time, catch you later.